This is the best supported row setup you guys have to try. So we've been messing around with this, using the bench we have. We don't have a supported chest row machine or anything like that. So how do we isolate that row setup? This has kind of been pretty good for us the past couple weeks. We haven't quite added it into the program yet, really trying to fine tune where it fits and how much we want to load this with the prescribed reps and weight amount. But honestly, man, I really like this supported setup.
So do I, man. It really eliminates your options for cheating it. Because I will, even on a T-bar row, you'll start to get momentum with this.
Yeah.
You can't, because there is a balance aspect. You got to be able to lock our heels in, tighten up the hamstrings, the glutes, everything. And now when you focus on that contraction, you really have nowhere to go but straight up. Like, you can't use body English, and that's really why I like it, because the human body will find a way to cheat, especially if it involves me. I'll definitely find a way to cheat. And right now, you don't want to. Like, you want that turtle shell back. You really want to get some high controlled rows in, and this is an awesome option. Feels great.
If you come in, Manny, if you guys see our bench setup, for the most part, most benches should have a space cut out where you could put the butt end of the bar to kind of find this support. And from there, DJ, if you want to grab the bench, then we'll pull this up to that flat perpendicular line to the ground. So now we have that supported setup with a safe base. We're kind of locked in here. DJ's going to pull the bar over. We'll throw a couple plates on this, kind of show you guys what this looks like. But this setup, when it comes to a supported row, taking the movement out, the momentum out, I honestly, I love it. It's really growing on me.
Yeah. Pro tip, when you guys are setting this thing up, do a dry run. Weight down these, just in case. But if you start with them, that rack, mid-thigh, pretty good level, and then find it. But when you get on the bench, if you can get full arm extension, really drift out your scaps without the weight sitting on the floor, it's really like the optimal height.
Yep.
We really force that range of motion. I want you guys to blur me so you don't watch me straddle this thing when I get on. It's
No. You get on that thing.
Do not put this thing on.
Go cowboy. Go cowboy.
Let's see if I can do like some ninja move. All right.
But before you hit these reps, DJ kind of locked it in. When it comes to a supported row, the best part is it kind of takes the momentum out, takes away the ability for our lower back to be the lowest common denominator or failure point. From here, we have the supported position where we're matching the rigidity of the bench, like DJ said, getting that good movement of the scaps as he gets into the position to row. But what I really like about this setup is the bar gives us the opportunity, as DJ mentioned, kind of driving the back of his calves. When I first did this movement, I had my feet on the ground, and then he was like, what if you drove up into the bench? Because now I get this whole posterior chain now. He's driving in, he's got calves, he's got hamstrings, he's got glutes. So now I have this kind of posterior chain driven row.
What do you think? Palms away from you?
Let's go both. Let's go both. Okay. So overhand grip first, a pronated approach. Definitely going to bias more the lats in that upper back area. We have the limiting factor of kind of stopping our path of pull with the bottom end of the bench, but that's fine. Get to the top end of that bench, kind of hold it there for a pause, feel that bounce a couple of times, and kind of hold that rigidity. But once again, we have the full posterior chain engaged, good reach, good dial up and contraction of the lats. Let's get one more, DJ. Perfect. Now let's change our hand grip. So we'll kind of go back and forth, go to that supinated hand grip now. DJ last week was like, hey, I want to try this kind of supinated hand position. And he was like, I actually felt a little bit more connection to my lats because of that reach of having your hands turn.
You talk about head position. I know a lot of guys are trying to fight for their head to be straight up.
Yeah.
Because it puts my lower back in a compromising position. But I also don't want my head straight down. I'm trying to keep from a neutral spine.
Yep. If I had a broomstick, a cue that you'll see kind of in the coaching world quite a bit is if I had a straight broomstick from the back of his head all the way down to his butt crack, and I'm just trying to match it. And when it comes to cueing rotation, as DJ said, oftentimes I find, especially guys that are kind of heavily forward head posture, this big curvature of the T-spine, especially found in the tactical population, is if you start to go into a cervical extension pattern, you'll start to notice that these curves start to relocate and we start to get a little bit more excessive in this lower back. So by locking it down, abs tight, even though we're finding support on this bench, you're still matching rigidity with your torso. That's a good setup for us. Underhand grip here, so now DJ has a little bit lower pulling arm pattern. Pulling up, same concept. Might feel it a little bit more in the last just because it's going to bias that position a little bit more instead of the upper back, but still letting his body have as much pull as he can. Big squeeze up, matching the support of this bench, pulling up. If you have a supported T-bar row setup, you can just go with these sort of comments and cues, but if you don't have it, which we don't yet, this is a very positive setup for us to really allow to load that tissue.
I like that stretch at the very end. You feel your lats, rear delta, scaps, everything kind of roll over.
Yeah.
Full contraction, not momentum, no body English, not huffing it. Feels great.
My favorite part about this movement, though, is now watching DJ get, oh, come on.
Come on, man.
All right, so that was a quick escape for DJ. Didn't allow me to enjoy that escape as much as I'd like to. But when it comes to a supported row, if you guys don't have access to a supported T-bar row machine, or maybe if you do, give this option a setup. Pretty easy when it comes to a barbell. You only need 2 using a rack that you already have. Big fan of it so far.
So am I, man. Love it. Great addition.